So the stock market is continuing to crash, and SPY is on track to fill the gap as we anticipated from $455. This is going to be a key break it or make it level. I'm going to walk you through how to identify when the bulls take control, when to be bullish and when to buy the call options. I'm also going to walk you through how to identify when the bears take control, when to be bearish and where to buy the put options. For those of you in Trader Society, you are well aware we killed it today with the Bed Bath and Beyond, the BBBY put options at market open. I ended up buying those heavily, adding to my swing trade. I bought those at 59 cents, literally towards the low of day on the contracts, and those went up all the way to $1.30 plus. I ended up locking in profits between 90 cents to $1.20, bringing my average sell to around $1 a share. So with that being said, I'm going to walk you through the updated price action analysis for the market. I'm also going to be sharing with you my top stocks for the week, which is going to be Neo stock, Boeing, Tesla, BBIG, AMC, DWAC, Starbucks, Roblox, and BBBY, and of course the SPY. So let's get right into the analysis. So huge shout out within members of Trader Society. We had a very, very big green day today. Several members banked off the BBBY put options at market open, making over 60% plus. Han Solo with the consistency, killing it once again, buying the put options at an average cost of 86 cents and selling them in the 160s. Very, very nice profit on that. And we also had this guy. He recently made an $8,000 profit on P-Tom puts. He ended up playing BBBY puts, I believe, making a $2,300 profit in that sense. So congrats to those of you who played that. That was an amazing opportunity. In terms of the put option, guys, this was the put option. I ended up buying this today at market open at 59 cents. I literally bought this at market open. You could see the big spikes in volume. That's us hitting the ask. And with that being said, this contract ran all the way to $1.31. My sells were in between 90 cents to $1.20 locked in my profits. So I'm going to share with you the upcoming plays. I'm also going to give you guys a gift. If you're interested in joining Trader Society, I'm going to give you a little gift here. So this is going to be the link to the live trading session that we had this morning. It's really going to show you in terms of what to expect from the live trading point of view. We go live every single day at market open. It's going to show you my trading style and the trades that I made today. So if you want to check that out, it's the second link in the description. If you're interested in joining, it's the first link in the description. So in terms of SPY, you can see it's at 455.01. Futures are currently down a little bit. You guys know we've been anticipating this gap fill, and what I've been doing as SPY has been getting crushed is I've been looking for opportunities to buy puts at resistance, and that's exactly what I did in terms of BBBY today. In terms of BBBY put options, you could see right here, it's got major resistance right here at around the $15.50s to $16 range. This has been a stock where it consistently struggles to break above this $16 level. It recently filled a gap at $16.04. You guys are well aware I crushed this one last week with the puts again. Here I am doing the same strategy, same exact pattern once again, playing for this gap to fill below at $13.12, locking in my profits because it crashed so big today, going to a low of $13.89. With that being said, in terms of confirmation to buy the puts, we had a double top on Friday at 15.50. We had new lower highs. SPY was selling off. This looked very bearish. All confirmations to, again, play the puts. One thing I learned with BBBY in terms of put options is you do not want to buy puts on key breakdown levels, on support levels. You always want to buy the puts in terms of this one at resistance levels. Sometimes I'll play a key breakdown play. I got squeezed fairly hard on the key breakdown play as I began taking a small starting position for the swing trade right around here, but then I added very, very heavily at market open. So with that being said, this was a strategy where history repeats itself. If you study the pattern, whenever this gaps up like it recently did, it tends to top out in the 16s. And I studied this pattern, and we're just on track to really go back down and fill this gap below. There's a gap to fill below 13.12. So let's talk in terms of future plays. Future plays for BBBY. If you see bullish confirmations at 13.12, you can look to pick up the calls. The upside potential is to fill this gap at 15.46. The best thing you could do with this one is to go heavy on puts once it gets back to 15.46. We are currently on track to go back down to fill the gap below at 13.12. Like I said, Don't chase it. The play is over. We absolutely crushed it. Let's focus on resistance levels. With that being said, at some point, this should go back to fill the gap at 1546. Once it does, play the puts again if you see it struggling, reacting as a resistance level like it did on Friday and today. So with that being said, that's my thoughts. That's my analysis. Not the best thing to buy calls at 1312. If we see bullish confirmations, I'll consider it, but currently not the best thing. And I think there's going to be better stocks to be dip buying at gap close reversal levels. So the number one play, the household play that I'm going to be interested in terms of tomorrow is this SPY gap fill. So SPY has huge micro upside potential at this key level right here. There's a gap to fill at $454.98. It is about to fill it here during extended hours trading for the SPY, as futures are falling. With that being said, if we can turn this into a support level tomorrow, if we see SPY turn this into a support level, it's looking bullish. I'm going to look to buy the 455 breakout, ride this back up to fill the gap at 456.70, 456.49. There's a gap to fill above now as it's gapping down at 456.49. If it turns that into support, this is really going to skyrocket to 460. And then above 460, you have a gap breakout. If it breaks above 460, turns that into support, then you're looking at 460, 472 by the end of the week. So that's what I'm looking at for the SPY. I'm looking for bullish confirmations at 455. If it cracks through, we're not getting bullish confirmations, I'm on the sidelines in terms of call options until it can turn 455 into support. If it cracks through, I'll also look to see how this can react towards $449. That would be the next key level. In terms of the micro price action, we are definitely due for some sort of short-term spike. From a macro point of view, still bearish on the overall market as a whole. For the micro though, we're due for some sort of spike. We're due for some sort of, micro spike. So I'm going to be paying close attention to that 455 level. If it cracks through and reacts as a resistance level, I'm going to be on the sidelines for the most part. If I can find something at a key resistance level that follows the SPY, I might consider a put. So with that being said, that's the thoughts, that's the analysis on SPY. This is a potential household name, best setup play where it's key support with huge upside potential. In terms of swing trading, in order for me to swing trade call options, we need to see a bullish confirmation, and we'll know by power hour because that's when the candlestick shapes itself. So as of now, these are day trading opportunities. But if we get a bullish confirmation like this, it's going to be ideal to swing trade calls overnight. So that's what I'm looking at in terms of for the SPY. Now, in terms of other plays, Roblox, we have a gap to fill right here at 77. I'll look to see how it reacts towards there. Most likely going to continue to crack through. We also have Starbucks. So in terms of Starbucks, this one I'm extremely interested. We're heading in towards 52-week lows. We have a gap to fill at 96.81. With that being said, I'm going to be very interested in seeing how this reacts towards 96.81, right around this level. Like I said, with all these plays, it's mostly going to be dependent on the SPY. So I'm going to, look at the SPY, and if it looks bullish, then I'm going to consider other stocks along with the SPY. In terms of NEO, very, very bearish signal. You just turned your key support right here. This was a key critical support level on the daily with huge upside potential. You just turned that into a resistance level. This is very, very bearish for NEO. This is a hard sell. Things look very bearish from a macro point of view on this particular stock. In terms of DWAC, I've been on the sidelines for the most part. We're definitely setting up for some sort of big pullback. The plan on this one is just kind of to wait for the first red day. Once this looks bearish out the gate, we are currently down in after hours. So if we're on track to go red tomorrow, I'm definitely going to be looking to buy put options and to short the stock. Just be aware, the spreads tend to be wide on this one, so look for thin spreads in terms of the options. But the plan for DWAC is to buy put options on its first red day, kind of ride those out a bit. If tomorrow's the first red day, we'll be on track to go to this gap fill at $70.88 within the next couple days. For AMC stock, household play coming up. This is still on track to go lower. For this one, like I said, $16.41. Every single time AMC stock goes back down to fill these gaps, it has reversals. This is something I'm going to hit heavy with size when we get that bullish confirmation at 1641. Still waiting on that. So with that being said, once we get to 1641, people have been asking me, how high do you see AMC going? What would your price target be? And I'll show you how I'm kind of getting this price target. I've studied how AMC has been reacting every time it fills a gap. It fills a gap right here at 32. It explodes up quickly to like 46. It fills a gap right here at 26. it explodes up quickly to, from 26 right here. This is the gap fill, this red line, to 34. So in terms of my price target, what I'll be doing is I'll be playing the gap close reversal. Once it fills the gap, look for signs of reversal, buy into the calls, buy shares, and then ride this back up towards previous support. Your previous support is right around here towards $22 a share, towards $22 to $21 a share. My target is going to be for this gap to fill at 2057. If it reacts as a resistance, lock in profits. If it reacts as support, still lock in some profits, ride the rest for 23. So that's the plan. That's the analysis for AMC. My current target is going to be $20 to $22 on that. In terms of Boeing, we're due for some sort of pullback. This could be a potential play where this is a gap close reversal. There was a gap to fill right here at key resistance levels. Very nice downside potential for the short term being. The gap fills at 227.25. It filled the gap. It closed weak. You got a bearish pin coming in. If this is red tomorrow, we're on track to go to 217 fairly quickly. So I'm looking for that gap fill play on Boeing to 217, looking to buy puts on that one tomorrow. As for Tesla's looking bearish in my opinion. We just got to wait this one out. For Tesla, I'm waiting for the gap to fill at 938.53. Once it fills the gap, then I'm looking to go heavy on calls along with AMC. Tesla's going to be the best play. So that's what's on my radar. That's what's on my mind moving forward. Those are the potential plays. So in terms of tomorrow, closely going to be watching in terms of like short-term plays that are really inactive, like on the radar. Keeping a close eye on BBIG, keeping a close eye on DWAC stock, and keeping a very close eye on the SPY. And then I'm just kind of waiting for this BBBY to fill those gaps along with Starbucks as well. So that's my thoughts. That's my analysis, guys. So if you do want to check out Trader Society, so just to give you some background in terms of what's included in the program, you can message me on a one-on-one direct message, basis. It's the only way to contact me one-on-one directly in real time within the Discord. You can also ask me questions live on spot. We do a live trading session every single day at market open where you get to trade live with me. You also have access to the video lesson library where you get to learn risk management, the trading strategies, the psychology. There's a lot to it. All of the charts, all of the indicators, all the brokers, all the platforms, everything that is I use and know in terms of trading is within that program. You also get access to the real-time trade alerts in the chat room. There's a lot to it. If you want to check it out, it's the first link in the description, and you could be trading live with this as early as market open tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow in terms of live trading session, and let's end this week strong, man. Let's focus on the best setups. We got some really good opportunities coming up. I will see you guys in the chat tomorrow.